All right, so are we ready to get started?
Yes.
All feeling good? Okay. Well, we are going to officially start our program here. We want to first of all, again, say welcome and thank you so much for joining us tonight for WAEE's 2022 Celebration of Excellence in Environmental Education. This award ceremony is sponsored by the Natural Resources Foundation of Wisconsin and Green and Healthy Schools, Wisconsin, co-hosted by Alicia Johnson and myself, Emily Foster Hill, with special thanks to Deanna Erickson, the WAEE board chair who created the graphics for WAEE, as well as our e-program. And also thanks to Ryan Feldbrugge, who worked on WAEE's slideshow that we will be using tonight.
Excellent. Thanks, Emily, and greetings, everybody. My name is Alicia Johnson, co-hosting with Emily. We are recording the program right now. So if you want to turn your camera off, if you don't want to be on the recording, please do that now. And it also might help with resolution for your computer as well. Before we begin our awards tonight, we have our new WAEE Executive Director, Becca, here, and she has a few words she wants to share with us.
Hi, everybody. My name is Becca Borkowski. I am the Executive Director for WAEE. I don't have too much to say today, except special thank you to Emily and Leisha for doing so much work on this, and of course, Ryan and Deanna as well. They really put together a program through a lot of hard work. So I'm just going to kick us off tonight with our land acknowledgement. So the WAEE Land and Water Acknowledgement is as follows. The Wisconsin Association for Environmental Education would like to acknowledge the land and water in what is now called Wisconsin. We acknowledge the original caretakers of this land who continue to advocate for all of creation. We acknowledge all traditional caretakers of this land. We acknowledge all of the nations that have called this space home. We acknowledge the tribes that call Wisconsin home. The Mashpee-Zibi, the Bad River Band of Lake Superior Chippewa, Menominee Indian Tribe of Wisconsin, the Ho-Chunk Nation, the Forest County Potawatomi, the Lakoutere Band of Lake Superior Chippewa, the Lac du Flambeau Band of Lake Superior Chippewa, the Sokagon Chippewa Community, the Mole Lake Band of Lake Superior Chippewa, the St. Croix Chippewa Indians of Wisconsin, the Stockbridge Munsee Community Band of Mohican Indians, the Oneida Nation, the Mishkwabikong, the Red Cliff Band of Lake Superior Chippewa, and the Eam-Quit-Tu-Wahkanook, the Brothertown Indian Nation. We acknowledge all of the original caretakers of this land and stand committed to supporting a vision of respect, humility, love, and responsibility. Thank you.
Thanks, Becca, for that. And I did stop sharing my screen so we could see who is all here tonight. And so if you wouldn't mind just typing in the chat where you are viewing from, getting an idea to see how far reaching our awards is tonight. So throw your location in there, if you would, see where everybody is. Me too. And then Emily and I will just do a quick introduction of ourselves while everybody is doing that. Oh, wow, look at Pennsylvania. Woo, that's exciting. Ooh, Colorado. All right, I'm getting distracted already. This is really exciting to see people so far away tuning in tonight. So I'll quick introduce myself and then Emily can introduce herself as well. So hello, I'm Alicia Johnson. I am the education director and one of the naturalists at the North Lakeland Discovery Center up in Manitowish Waters. We're a nonprofit environmental center. I've been there for 17 years, which is crazy, but I've been a part of WAEE for a very long time. I was on the board of directors for a number of years and have been up with the awards for quite a few years and helped with the winter workshop for a number of years and just love this organization and have been co-hosting with Emily the awards banquet for the past several years, doing virtually and just loving it and getting to share in this special night with everybody that's done so much amazing work. So that's me. Welcome. Excited you're all here. And I'll pass it on to Emily.
All right. Well, thank you, Alicia. that 17 years thing, we have something in common, because I like to say that for the past 17 years, I've been a member of WAEE as a student and individual and organizational member. So that's pretty interesting to think about. And during that time, I've had multiple opportunities to serve as an annual conference, winter workshop planning volunteer. I'm the grateful recipient of WAEE's 2008 Student Award. So being able to be part of this particular ceremony and process is very meaningful as well. Between January of 2021 and this last June, I served on WAEE's board of directors on their executive committee. I chaired the celebration committee and co-chaired the JEDI Justice, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Committee as well. And beginning this past June, I began working as WAEE's interim administrator. And so for the past 2 years, in addition to WAEE, I just want to mention, you might have seen me earlier today with my Field Adventures hat. I'm a field educator as well with them right now, and obtain experiences virtually and in South Central Wisconsin through that experience as well. So similar to Leisha, I just wanted to mention it's a privilege to kind of have grown up and as a part of this vibrant community and be able to give back in this capacity. So thank you. It's wonderful to be here with all of you tonight.
Excellent. I will share my screen here in a second, but just looking at where everybody's from, it's very exciting. All over the country. Nice.
Yes. Thank you for sharing all of that. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So I'll be sharing the video portion for the AE Awards. So please bear with me if I do anything wrong. I'm working on it. So I'm going to go ahead and share, and Emily's going to we'll get one here.
All right. So as Leisha starts to share the slides, we just want to mention that we are excited to be able to come together to recognize and celebrate our 2022 winners through this virtual format. The WAEE Awards program recognizes schools, youth groups, individual students, and educators for outstanding efforts and supports outstanding individuals and groups in their contributions to the field of environmental education. Every year, we get several nominations over a number of different categories and are so impressed by all the hard work that folks are doing around the state. We are excited to be joined by the Wisconsin K-12 Energy Education Program, or KEEP, the Energy Educators of the Year, and the U.S. Department of Education Green Ribbon Schools awardees as well.
Thank you, Emily. And so we do have a few housekeeping items. If you want to take note of some of these. So we ask that people remain mute during the presentation if you are receiving an award, and you'll be sharing a few thoughts after we show the portion of your video. Make sure to unmute yourself and turn your video on so we can see your beautiful face. And so otherwise, we just ask folks to keep muted. And the chat box is there if you have any questions, discussion, reflection. You can do your one-on-one conversations as well through that feature. And at the end of all the presentations, we would like everyone who is interested to unmute themselves. You can make sure if you want to use your video, say a word of congratulations to the winners. We'll also put up a little whiteboard screen and we'll explain how to use that. And you can make little notes and messages on there for everybody as well. And if you set your speaker view to show the active speaker, we recommend doing that, but we are trying to highlight and pinpoint the person who is speaking at the time. So hopefully that helps so you can see who's talking. So what we're going to do tonight is we will be starting the evening by presenting the WAEE's 8 awards, followed by Wendy Stelzer, who is presenting KEEP's Energy Educators of the Year Awards, and Victoria Rydberg with the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction presenting the Green Ribbon School Awards. So we will be introducing the WAEE winners for each award. We're going to play a short video highlighting their great work, and we'll have a few minutes for each of them to address the group after that. Feel free to drop comments in the comment box or save your congratulations for the end for the entire presentation, as we hope to have some time to kind of virtually hang out here after we're all done so people can connect and talk. And yeah, we had a neat connection from years ago. We heard it before the program started, so it's really exciting. And so take a look through that participant list and see if there was somebody from your past that is here tonight. And it's kind of a fun way to connect with one another again. So without any further ado, we're going to begin the WAEE Annual Awards. All right, so our first award, WAEE Student of the Year. Award is presented to any K through 12 or post-secondary student for outstanding student involvement in the field of environmental education and academic excellence. This year, the award goes to Noemi Lizier. All right, and Noemi is here, I believe, to say a few words.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to thank everybody who had supported me in this award, and also all teachers and educators who have supported me as well, and to my parents who are here tonight as well. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you and congratulations.
Many congratulations, Noemi. We're so grateful to be able to share this time with you. Thank you. And next, we'll move on to WAEE's Formal Educator of the Year. This is presented to any pre-K through 12 and higher education teachers for outstanding ongoing efforts in infusing environmental education into teaching. This year, the award goes to Jamian Knuth. So welcome, Jamian. Please feel free to share a few words.
All right, hello, thank you. First off, I want to humbly say thank you once again for this award, for everybody who's here. Specifically to the people who nominated me and supported me in this, and Victoria Rydberg and Sandy Benton for Field Adventures, Nancy Carlson for the Watershed Program, Laura Schultz, UW Parkside, Melissa Kapralian for the County Board, and most importantly, thank you to all the community partners, colleagues, families, all the students that went on those great adventures, all the participants who were part of environmental adventures, of connection, of exploration and engagement. And I'm going to steal a line right here from something about a dozen years ago, to allow all of us to be those stone skipping, grass whistling, frog catching spirits, to be free and voices of action in our natural world. So to all of you, thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Jamie. Congratulations. All right, moving on to our next award. We have WAEE's Non-Formal Educator of the Year. Is presented to an individual who exhibits innovative and exemplary effort in providing environmental education and opportunities for general audiences in an informal education setting. This year, the award was to Ann Moser.
I think the thing I love about this job is helping people find answers. Librarians really are pathologically helpful. We'll help anyone help find their information, answer their questions, find the bathroom, whatever it is. If I were to pick one thing that I do that I love the most, is working with children. I absolutely adore it. I describe it a bit like having dessert every day when I go out and I do a program in a public library, for example, and just watching kids get excited about shipwrecks or fish or whatever it is we're doing that day. It's just wonderful. It's important, especially for the youngest, to get them connected with their natural world. These are children that are going to be the future leaders and decision makers and the people that own the earth in the future. And it's really important that they get engaged in water, get excited about science, and if it's part of their lives from an early age, it's something that they'll be invested in for their whole lives. And that's kind of one of the greatest things about Sea Grant is we get this opportunity to work with the public really from PK through Gray.
All right. Well, congratulations, Anne. I believe Anne is here to say a few things.
Yeah, I can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, great. I just really, I humbly want to thank the WAEE for this honor. At Sea Grant, I've worked for many years with dozens and dozens of teachers that are just so talented and such an inspiration, and to be I think all of those teachers deserve this type of recognition, especially after the last few years, these difficult years we've had. I want to share this award with all of my Sea Grant friends and colleagues. As a person who came to environmental education very late, they've been very supportive and generous. We have a whole fleet of wonderful educators in our office. And it takes a village. I know that's a cliche statement, but to do this work, we work very collaboratively at Sea Grant. A special shout out to my colleague Titus Seilheimer. He's been especially helpful. He's a very extraordinary educator himself. And just finally, I go home every night to my wonderful family. My husband, Mike, who has been on many outdoor adventures with me. I'm grateful for his partnership, and to our two daughters. All of the work that I do has always been inspired by them. And I think about them when I work with kids, and hopefully continue to do this work so that the next generation has a better earth than we do. But thanks so much to the WAEE. I'm very grateful.
Thanks, Anna. How you said it, working with kids is like having dessert every day. That's really cool. And it is definitely like, you just go home, you're like, I'm full of and like,
yeah, this summer was a big push for me for the libraries. I did 1,000, or I worked with over 1,000 kids, and every day I went in a public library, and I was just grinning from here to here to see those kids in person. And yeah, so
fun.
But thank
That's
you so
awesome.
much.
You're so welcome. Congratulations, Anne. So well deserved. And oh my goodness, the dessert comment too. I absolutely love that. Thank you so much. So moving on, our next awardee tonight goes out to WAEE's Administrator of the Year. This award is presented to administrators from any education-related facility who provide ongoing support and active involvement in EE in their facility. This year, the award goes to Lynn Anders. So welcome, Lynn.
Hi, thank you. Thank you to the WAEE for this award. Upon receiving this information that I had won the award, it felt like, well, what have I done? And so really, I need to attribute a lot of the hard work to my family and the folks who have supported my environmental education habit over the past 20-ish years now. And at the end of the day, what it boils down to is the dessert of working with kids every day, and the smiles and the laughs that we get from the folks who we get outside for the first time or climb for the first time is really the payoff for the work that we're doing here. So I'm glad to be a part of it, and for all of the folks who have inspired me in my work and have given me the opportunities to also learn from them. So I hope to keep this habit rolling along here. You can actually see my kiddos in the picture here, very, very muddy, by the way. And so I hope that by the time that they are grown, they have developed a strong environmental education habit as well. So thank you again.
I love how you call it a habit. That's fabulous. All right, congratulations, Lynn, on all your great work that you've done all these decades. And moving on, our next award is our Earth Guard Award, and it is for individuals, schools, youth groups, and college or university organizations, and is presented in recognition of exceptional leadership in developing and conducting outstanding environmental action projects. And this year, the award goes to Noreen Christensen. All right, Noreen is here to say a few words.
Hi there. I would like to thank WAEE for this wonderful award. I am truly humbled. I had no idea that the teachers were nominating me. This project has taught the students patience, tenacity, teamwork, humility, and a sense of wonder and respect for nature and the outdoors, as well as lessons for their STEM classes. The students, they're just so excited to come out in the garden and to spend time outside. And it's almost like a reward for them to be in the garden. Digging potatoes, they told me, was better than Christmas. It was like a scavenger hunt. And having this green growing space for our elementary students has been a vision and a passion for me. I am a horticulture major, and I've always wanted our students here at Bonduel to have a garden and a green growing space, and we have succeeded. There's been endless hours of volunteer hours to make this happen, and writing grants and going to meetings and asking for donations, planning the layout of the garden and creating the curriculum. We do have a summer school class, a garden class that has been so well received. The kids just have a ball. This garden was made possible totally from donations and from grants. So we are self-sufficient. There has not, it has not been a burden to the district, and the district is very, very proud to have our green growing space. I would love to thank my committee members for their time and effort to make this project a reality. We have such a great group of teachers, the secretaries, the guidance counselors, and our administration who make sure this garden will continue to grow for many years to come. The whole school community has felt like a part of this project and have helped in some way. I'd also like to thank my kids who have been very supportive of my many hours that I have committed to this project. They are very proud of the end result, and they realize how important it is to their mom. We live in a wonderful community here, which values assets to their school, like our school garden, and they realize how important it is to our youth. If you're ever in Bonduel, we would love to show you our green growing space. Thank you again.
Well, many congratulations, Noreen. Thank you so much for sharing all that with us as well. Bonduel is so fortunate to have you there. Thank you so much and congratulations. Oh my goodness. So moving on, we have more. The WAEE Eco Justice Award is next, and this is for individuals, agencies, and organizations that are taking steps to work towards equity and environmental justice in education. And this year, the award goes to Lisa Neeb. Welcome, Lisa.
Thank you all so very much for this award. It is very, very humbling to have even been nominated for this and then to receive it. All the work that I do is not possible without my team and all of the partnerships that we are building and growing in Milwaukee. And in this particular role, I have been more fulfilled in my work than any other position I've had before. So from working in a classroom and informal settings and now being in a space where I can still live those passions, I still get to teach and interact with young people and educators and really grow these learning and transform spaces for a broader community has been one of the most fulfilling things that I have ever done. So I'm very humbled and thankful for this honor and really appreciate and give thanks to my coworkers, my family who has been so very understanding with long hours and the commitment that it takes to make these projects happen and the work that we do in Milwaukee to be a greener, healthier place. Thank you.
Excellent. Congratulations, Lisa, and all the wonderful work that you're doing. Thank you so much for everything. And so we will move on to our next award. And oh, look at this lady. Oh, if you've been part of WAEE, you've seen this lady quite a bit. This is our WAEE Alda Leopold Award, and it's for WAEE members and is presented for long-term exemplary service to WAEE and the field of environmental education in Wisconsin. This is WAEE's most prestigious award and honor. And this year goes to Lynn Karbowski, who was our administrator for many years. And Lynn and I both, the first year I was on the board, and it was her first year being the administrator. We were just babies back then. And we were tasked for putting on the winter workshop, which neither of us had ever been to, didn't know anything about, and took it on, and we just rocked that thing, and so much fun at Tree Haven. And so it had been a pleasure for all these years to work with Lynn. And so we're super excited to award the Alda Leopold Award to Lynn Karbowski. And I believe Lynn is here, somewhere in the audience.
I am here. Thank you so much. These are the plaques that went out. And so I got this in the mail. I've sent many of these out over the years and never dreamt that I would ever receive one. So this has been quite an honor and very humbling. And the WAEE board has been absolutely amazing to work with. There's a picture there of some of the current board members. And they're just an absolute phenomenal group to work with. And it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Lynn. This award is so incredibly well deserved, and all of the nurturing that you have put into this community and statewide will continue to have rippling effects. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
If you've ever seen, and Lynn we were doing the conferences and stuff, she had a little car and she packed in so much stuff for these conferences in that vehicle, hauling it in and out, in and out. So we're just so happy to have Lynn be a part of this organization.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, last but not least, we have the WAEE Dave Engelson Award. And this award is given to individuals, agencies, and organizations making significant contributions to the field of environmental education, as exemplified by David Engelson, founding member of WAEE, author, advocate, teacher, and environmental education leader across the state and nation. This year, the award goes to Beaver Creek Reserve, represented tonight by Eric, Kristen, Megan, and John. And Eric will speak on behalf in a moment. That's such a fun song. Welcome, Eric. Go for it.
Thanks. That's some of our summer camp kids singing one of our camp songs, all very enthusiastically. And we are enthusiastic about our 75 years of being a nature center. It really started about 45 years ago. Previous director, Rick Koziel, who many of you may know, really started the environmental education piece that's there. And since then, it's only grown. It's kind of fun. Last year during the pandemic, we were actually ranked by our local reader poll as having the best ski trails and the best places to bring kids in the Chippewa Valley. And that really meant a lot because we beat out the zoo, we beat out the Children's Museum. And I think it really speaks to all of our environmental organizations and how important they were during the pandemic and how many people found solace and healing and a place to be safe and connect with nature. And so really, I think this is an award for all of us in celebration of how great nature centers are in Wisconsin and all over the country and what we've all just been through. I'm really proud of the staff. Through the last couple of years, we only had 3 YouTube videos going into the pandemic. After the pandemic, we had over 5 hours. So we reached a lot of people all over the country through some of the great education that we did from our center. We also went virtual and had take-home programs. We did an Earth Week challenge that we did remotely. That was very successful. We even sold our plants online and had people pick them up. And now it's our #1 fundraiser. So we were very dynamic over the last couple of years. We reinvested in our butterfly house. It's brand new. We just did a brand new outdoor classroom to get kids outside, and that brought field trips back sooner for the teachers and students to feel safe outdoors. And then you saw all of our fun bird banding programs. We've done banding for over 20 years and have great research that's being utilized throughout the scientific community. And all in all, it's just been a great grassroots effort for 75 years. The board, the staff, the volunteers really make Beaver Creek what it is. And I'm just lucky enough to be their director. So I'd like to thank everybody who's been through the doors of Beaver Creek over the last 75 years. And if you haven't been, please come out. We'd love to have you.
Excellent. Congratulations, Eric, and the whole Beaver Creek team at the Discovery Center. And we love you guys. We've gotten many of your old mounts. And I think one time I went in your dumpster and found a few fun things when I was over there meeting with you guys. And you're like, just go ahead and take a look and see what you find, and found some great things. So thank you for all your wonderful work. I love when I go to that part of the state. It's one of my favorite places to visit and see what you have going on there, and a great inspiration to many of us nature centers around the state. So congratulations to your whole team. All right, so what we're going to do now is that concludes our WAEE awards for our portion. And so huge congratulations to everyone who got an award tonight. Thank you all so much for all the amazing work you do, those hours you put in to bring environmental education to Wisconsin being one of the great states that has environmental education and all the great things that come with that. So we're going to be passing the program over to Wendy, who will present the Energy Educator of the Year Awards. And then following those awards, Victoria Rydberg will be presenting on behalf of the Green Ribbon Schools. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and we'll pass it over to Miss Wendy.
Thank you and good evening. My name is Wendy Stelzer, and I am a Youth and Community Engagement Specialist for the Wisconsin K-12 Energy Education Program, or KEEP, which is housed at UW-Stevens Point. We are so excited to recognize environmental educators with an energy and sustainability focus. And we want to thank WAEE for this statewide platform to share their stories. Each year, KEEP seeks nominations for educators, making energy education a priority. Educators who are leaders, who serve as role models, who empower their students, colleagues, and the community to participate in energy and climate solutions. I'd like to thank those who took time to nominate and share the stories of their colleagues being recognized tonight, and acknowledge your support and your effort. Energy and sustainability initiatives are accomplished as a team with many partners and many supporters. And a very big thank you to the Wisconsin utilities who make KEEP and this award program possible: Alliant Energy, Madison Gas and Electric, WPPI Energy, We Energies, Wisconsin Public Service, and Xcel Energy. It is KEEP's 14th year conducting the Energy Educator of the Year Awards program, and tonight we recognize 2 outstanding educators. First, I am pleased to award Lalitha Morali, science teacher from Glen Hills Middle School in Glendale. Please bear with me while I begin her video.
Congratulations to Lalitha Morali for becoming the 2022 Energy Educator of the Year. It's quite evident that she loves her students because she's always finding ways to help them reduce their carbon footprint. She listens to them in terms of how they choose to use renewable energy on a future city design. She makes time for every student, specifically when it comes to conserving energy. She's constantly inspiring her students to learn something new each and every day.
Lalitha tirelessly works to make things happen for her students, whether it's creating field experiences at Klitsch Park, going to the UWM School of Architecture, urban planning, guiding her students in building models for the Future Cities, Smart Cities competition, or coaching students to be ready to compete in the Wisconsin State Engineering Fair, which, by the way, her teams won several years in a row.
Lalitha was selected as a Summer Research Experience for Teachers Fellow this year, and I got to experience her excitement and joy for teaching through her work in her lab alongside leaders in the field, conducting cutting-edge research and using state-of-the-art technology.
Lalitha is also a great example of a lifelong learner in service of her goal to help every student discover how they can be a great member of their community and create solutions for what others may not see yet. Most teachers would have taken a well-deserved break over the summer, but instead Lalitha enrolled in a 7-week program at UW-Madison to gain experience in the scientific process from an academic perspective.
Lalitha is constantly looking for ways to help students to become a better version of themselves and to make a personal contribution to our environment. She's deserving of this award.
We are very proud and excited for Lalitha and know her students are being given the opportunity to explore and excel in the science classroom and beyond. Congratulations, Lalitha.
Congratulations, Lalitha. Would you like to take a few minutes to share?
Yeah, thank you, KEEP, for this recognition. I will not be here. I would like to take this moment to give shout outs to my wonderful colleagues, Michelle Young, Jennifer Clark, and Matthew Nebel, who are also Learn Deep fellows like me, who are collaborating. It's a collaborative effort. So we all work together to educate our scholars. They can participate in many green initiatives. Currently this year, all the 8th graders are working on climate change. So without my colleagues' support and collaboration, it would not be possible. Another resource I would like to thank is all the community partners like Reflow, Meter Hero, Gearbox Labs, WAEE Nature Center, Milwaukee River Keepers, Freshwater Toolkit, all these people came to our classrooms, to educate our scholars so that they can get connected to the natural world. On top of it, I would like to take this moment to thank my administration for their continuous help and support. Whenever we bring educators, bring in new initiatives, immediately we get full support from them. So I am very, very thankful to work in the Glendale district. And finally, I would like to thank my family, my husband and my daughters, so whenever I leave, I come home late, and Saturdays and Sundays, and they are never tired of me, leaving home and working with kids. I would like to take this moment to thank everybody. Without everyone's support, I will not be able to do it. I am really honored and humbled to receive this award. Thanks, everyone, and congratulations to all of the awardees tonight, too. Thank you.
Thank you, Lalitha. Next up, KEEP would like to recognize Patrick Bencher, a second grade teacher from Royal Oaks Elementary School in Sun Prairie.
Hi, it's my honor and privilege to help congratulate Patrick Bencher as the Energy Educator of the Year. Not only is Patrick an entertaining, engaging, and an amazing educator, but he also has a true passion in making the world a better place.
Thought it'd be appropriate if I came outside and took my congratulatory video in front of some of the things that Patrick has accomplished here at our school. You see the huge solar panel back there. Patrick was the initiator and creator and finisher on everything solar panel here at Royal Oaks, which gives energy back to our community. You see some of our gardens in the background, a lot of tomatoes and other things. And the most impressive part is here it is summertime, and Patrick has a compost pile. He's been weeding all summer, and there's a greenhouse there. So Mr. Bencher has quickly become a staple around here at Royal Oaks, and we are just grateful for everything he has done to make Royal Oaks a great place to learn for our students and work for us. He has a passion for energy conservation and energy knowledge and just learning more about how we can give back to our earth. So congratulations, Patrick. Proud of you and just so thankful that we get a chance to work with you at Royal Oaks, and our kids get to benefit from all of your hard work.
I am lucky to have a teacher like Patrick who pushes for energy education, not only in the lessons he teaches, but in real-world examples that the students can see, feel, and touch. Patrick was the force behind the fundraising for an installation of a ground-mounted solar PV array at the elementary school, where the students can not only see the graphs and charts, but the hardware too, making the concept more real and understandable.
The solar panels have given many teaching opportunities to our community. Patrick had to work with upper elementary teachers and students to help take on exciting challenges and competitions for our school. And he also met with students after school to help support their own creativity and knowledge of ways to educate others and inform others on how to save energy.
Thank you for creating so many amazing opportunities for the kids at our school and bringing your positive energy and shining such a bright light to Royal Oaks. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Patrick.
Thank you very much. Thanks for all being here tonight. Just want to extend my gratitude to the people first who nominated me for this. My principal, who's always been one who would say yes to these projects and somewhat zany ideas that I get for our school. And so it's nice to be backed and have that support to go forward with the things we've done at Royal Oaks. Also to Sarah Reindl and Jerry Stenstrup, who also nominated for this. It's it's always an honor when the people who you look up to most as teachers do something to recognize you, and you know that maybe you've kind of made it into their ranks. So here's the plaque that I received today that I was proud to discover at school. And most of all, I want to dedicate this to our students at Royal Oaks and elementary students in general. I feel like I just want to cast a positive light on them as agents of change in our society and people who we should never underestimate as just fierce activists and people who we know have so much empathy and a lack of cynicism that inspires me to do the projects we've done at our school. They were the first ones to show up and show the greatest enthusiasm when we raised money to install our solar array at our school. They were dumping out their piggy banks and doing lemonade stands and yard sales and filling our coin box so that we could give that project wings. And from there, their work inspired me as we finished that project to try to do more for our school and our community. And just last year during the Renew Our Schools Energy Challenge, it surprised me again how the kids took control, and when given the empowerment to do big things, they made big things happen. We had kindergartners using Lux light meters. We had fifth graders teaching younger students lessons. Second graders arguing over who could do the weekly data collections. So I feel like when they're given big challenges, they take them on if it means something to them and they find it engaging and they know it's going to make the world a better place. So definitely the students are the biggest spotlight I want to cast on as agents of change. And so I just feel humbled and honored to be a part of this. So thanks for being here, and thanks for the recognition, and thanks to all our staff at Royal Oaks and family and friends for coming tonight too. Thank you.
Congratulations to KEEP's 2022 Energy Educators of the Year. I'll now pass the program over to Victoria Ryberg, who will be presenting the Green Ribbon School Awards.
And I wasn't trying to present them early. I apologize for that, Patrick, with that accidental screen share. I'm Victoria Rydberg. I'm at the Department of Public Instruction, and I have the pleasure of recognizing our 2022 U.S. Department of Education Green Ribbon School honorees. But hearing the amazing stories in this room tonight, I think that we have maybe our 2023 or 2024 U.S. Department of Education Green Ribbon Schools among this crowd, and we would love to help share your stories. Each year, our state superintendent can nominate up to 5 schools to the U.S. Department of Education for this award. And Wisconsin is one of the leaders in the nation recognizing outstanding schools. These schools, each year, they submit a survey to Green and Healthy Schools Wisconsin, and those schools that kind of rise to the top, that reach a couple of our higher levels, are invited to support additional documentation. These schools put together up to 20 pages of documentation outlining their achievements in reducing environmental impact and cost, improving health and wellness, and increasing environmental literacy to really help us tell their story at the national level when we nominate them. It is a time-intensive process, and it is a labor of love for these educators who are here tonight to represent these schools. But we thank them so much for all of the work that they do to make their schools greener, healthier places. These schools tonight, we have 5 honorees. These schools tonight received this recognition in April 2022. They traveled to Washington, D.C. this summer to receive recognition there, and now are here for recognition at the state level. So we are just so happy that we can share their stories tonight. I have a video that I'll be playing, and we'll be pausing in between so you can hear from each of the representatives from our schools tonight. And if my sound doesn't work, somebody please let me know. Congratulations to Wisconsin's 2022 U.S. Department of Education Green Ribbon Schools. These schools have shown significant achievement reducing environmental impact and costs, improving health and wellness, and increasing environmental literacy. In addition to recognition from the U.S. Department of Education Green Ribbon Schools, these honorees have also achieved the highest status in Green and Healthy Schools Wisconsin. They have been recognized in Washington, D.C., and in Wisconsin at the 2022 State of Education Address. Cambridge Elementary School greets students daily with green space to live, learn, and grow. The school transformed a courtyard into an outdoor classroom. Students have lessons in the school forest, use recess time for walks in the woods, help preserve and restore the school forest, participate in environmental and ecology clubs, and support social emotional wellness by walking through natural areas. Annual bike and walk to school days raise awareness about alternative transportation. Physical education classes are held outside throughout the winter months with activities like snowshoeing and sledding. Students work to rid the campus of invasive species and engage in local creek water quality monitoring. Students learn the joy and hard work of gardening, from planting seeds to harvesting the homegrown produce. A farm-to-school chef in the classroom program uses student-grown produce to incorporate math, science, language arts, and social studies, in addition to nutrition education. Congratulations, Cambridge Elementary School. And Principal Chris Holt is here tonight representing Cambridge, and I'd like to just invite Chris to say a few words if you would like to share a little bit more about what Cambridge is up to.
Sure. Hi, thank you, and congratulations to everyone. On behalf of Cambridge Elementary, we want to just say thank you to our community. I guess the neatest part of this award was how the community embraced all the efforts that we're doing and enhanced them. So the future is very, very bright. And if anybody wants to learn more about Cambridge Elementary, we'd love to show off our gardens and our woods hikes, our solar panels. We'd love to share. So if anybody's ever interested, we would welcome you to Cambridge Elementary. Again, congratulations, everyone. Really inspiring night tonight. So congratulations and thank you.
Congratulations to you, Chris. Thanks for being here. In 2017, A.E. Burdick School in Milwaukee began planning and raising funds for a green infrastructure redevelopment project, which was completed in 2019 and included removing 26,600 square feet of impervious surface and replacing it with porous surfaces such as trees, wood chips, native landscaping, bioswales, and cisterns. Now students can look closely and find so much life across campus. Teachers apply environmental lessons in all areas of the curriculum with a focus on life sciences, nutrition, horticulture, and environmental studies. Older students discuss more complex processes such as global warming and decomposition. The surrounding neighborhood benefits from Burdick's urban community greenhouse, where students, teachers, and community members work together to plant, harvest, and prepare foods. Waste reduction is not only part of the culture, but also part of the curriculum as students develop STEM skills to use waste material to design cities of the future. Congratulations, A.E. Burdick. And Principal Mark Kubicek is here tonight to share a little bit about A.E. Burdick's achievements. Congratulations.
Thank you. Burdick is really honored to be recognized for the Green Ribbon Award this year. I also want to say congratulations to everyone tonight for receiving awards and contributing to environmental education. And thank you for everyone for what you do to help our not only communities, but our environment as well. This award would not be we would not have this award without one person in particular, and unfortunately she couldn't be here today. It's Miss Rebecca Aiken. She wouldn't admit all that she does and everything that she does for our school community with the Green Team, but she is instrumental for getting everything off the ground. She started a lot of our green initiatives, our playground. She was one of the main people involved. She is truly the heart and soul of our Green Team. Besides Ms. Aiken, our Green Team does a tremendous amount of work with our students to make sure that they are getting the education and environmental studies that they need. Our students and families are doing great things to help out with our greenhouse, our community, to help with our surrounding area. I want to give a big shout out. Lisa Neeb already was given an award, which she truly deserves, along with Justin Higgerty of Reflow, who are, without them, I see Golda is next, but we would not be here without them. also from support from our administration, facilities, and their grant department. So we are very, very truly honored again to have this award or get this award. So we look forward to continue our work with environmental studies. Our junior green team is up and running this year. We're hoping to contribute even more to not only our community, but our city and the world.
Thank you so much for being here and congratulations on your achievements. We'll go to our third honoree, Golda Meyer School, also in Milwaukee Public Schools. Golda Meyer School in Milwaukee features automatic water shutoffs, composting, and cooking clubs. A holistic schoolyard redevelopment project replaced 10,060 square feet of asphalt with new green space and mixed-use recreation and educational areas. 5 outdoor classrooms, gardens, a greenhouse, and an outdoor discovery cart support all classes going outside for at least 2 hours of learning a day. Classes grow produce and provide it to staff, families, and the community. The school's active green team has educated stakeholders, installed a new playground, and devised an interactive app to encourage physical activity, and green team students are designing a smart recycling bin that senses the appropriateness of the type of material inserted. Congratulations, Golda Meyer School. And I'd like to welcome Principal Michelle Morris-Carter here to represent Golda Meyer tonight.
Good evening, everyone. I apologize for my background. It's just been an extremely busy day. I want to say thank you for acknowledging our efforts as a green school. The national award was definitely reflective of the work that has been put in by our school community to make our school a greener place. Like the principal of Burdick, I'll have to say that this absolutely would not have been a possible feat without the efforts and the leadership of our educator, Ms. Gleason. She has been an amazing and instrumental part of many of the STEM efforts that have happened in addition to the green efforts at Golda Meyer School. She is extremely passionate about the work, often reminding me to be more conscientious of my recycling obligations. And she absolutely has displayed that enthusiasm throughout our school community. And so I would absolutely like to give her an opportunity to say a few words because she was the work behind this, along with our partners whom I know she wants to recognize.
I'm so glad she's here. I didn't see her. So yes, please, if you'd like to say a few words, Tina.
Sure, no problem. Thank you. So yes, thank you so much for the recognition. I especially want to thank Ms. Carter for helping to support everything that I do. And then also, again, none of this would have been possible without Reflow. I think Reflow should just get huge hoorays for everything that they do. Lisa, Justin, Michael, they have done so much with our school and with us. None of this would have been possible without them. So I really wanted to give them a great big shout out. And Groundwork Milwaukee also, who works with our kids. Today, they're out there helping us winterize our garden. And, you know, having the opportunity to have a green team class that is learning right with other people in the field, I think is an amazing opportunity. So thank you so much. I'm looking forward to the things that we're doing in the future, and good luck to everyone else. Thank you.
All right, thank you and congratulations. And our last two honorees, Escuela Verde in Milwaukee and Washington Island School, couldn't be with us tonight. Unless that changed and somebody's on, let me know. But otherwise, I am going to just let those two parts of the video play through. Escuela Verde in Milwaukee has energy efficient windows, lighting, and heating and cooling systems. The school also installed a solar voltaic array on the roof, which offsets about 32% of the school's electrical use. Students were directly involved in the research and installation of the panels and monitor the system. The school's emphasis on food and food justice has led to an entirely vegetarian school lunch. Escuela Verde's guiding curriculum is based on sustainability themes, which have been adapted from the Cloud Institute's Education for Sustainability standards and indicators. As a project-based learning school, students explore how science and ecology connect to many other domains. Students choose a topic for their senior thesis projects that they are passionate about and complete a year-long 300-hour project. Recent topics have involved leading nature hikes and forest bathing, improving health and wellness through biking, camping, mindfulness, and art therapy, organizing neighborhood cleanups, building a chimney swift tower, and distributing birdhouses. Congratulations, Escuela Verde. Surrounded by the waters of Lake Michigan, Washington Island School is a tiny school with 73 students doing mighty things with limited resources. 2 solar arrays provide educational opportunities as well as reduce the school's reliance on fossil fuels. Collaboration with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, and Monarch Watch affords students citizen scientist opportunities. Students participate in an annual island cleanup day. The school community has worked to curate an interactive school forest and to farm sustainably on adjacent properties. Middle school students have been engaged in STEM competitions that focus on developing solutions to real-world sustainability problems, including the Sea Perch Underwater ROV Challenge, the National Environmental Education Foundation Climate Superstars Challenge, and before that, the Samsung Solve for Tomorrow contest. Congratulations, Washington Island School. Thank you to everyone at these schools who help our students connect, explore, and engage with the natural world and our communities. And thank you to everybody who can be here tonight to celebrate these schools. It is really quite an accomplishment. These schools, if you have a chance to visit, please do see what they're doing. They don't just do this once for an award and then stop their practices. They have really instituted a culture of sustainability. So congratulations to our U.S. Department of Education Green Ribbon Schools. And I will pass this back to Emily and Leisha.
All right. Well, thank you so much, both to Wendy and Victoria for presenting tonight. Thank you, and a huge thank you and congratulations again to all of our award winners for all that you continue to do in your areas for environmental education, energy education, and just all the efforts that go into reducing environmental impacts throughout our Wisconsin schools. It is such an inspiration to sit back and watch and learn and listen from each of you tonight. And so thank you all for your time, for being here, for celebrating with one another, for lifting each other up in this work that we do. It is so crucial to give time and space to that. And so we thank you for that and your energy as well. So in closing, and an event doesn't like this can't quite happen without an amazing crew behind the scenes. So again, we just want to take a moment and have a shout out to our new WAEE Executive Director, Becca Borkowski. She helped submit a series of new press releases for WAEE's awardees this year. So we thank you for that. And I also want to thank Deanna Erickson again and Ryan Feldbergy for our graphics and social media. WAEE is a small but mighty crew, and we work to spread the word. It was really interesting and fun for me to see this year how much that information was being spread online and shared and celebrated. So I want to thank all of you personally for contributing to that as well. In addition to that, I just also want to say that as the interim administrator, it's a privilege to coordinate and communicate and celebrate alongside all of you. So I want to thank you and share my gratitudes again. And I also want to share my gratitudes for those who've donated towards the continuation of this event. So thank you all for donating to this free event as well. So last but not least, with the remaining time we have, I know we've gone over a little bit, so thank you for your patience and time. Leisha and I would like to open up for a few minutes while we're all together. We'd like to open up the floor to anyone who would like to unmute themselves and say a few words to any of the award winners who are here this evening. We're also going to put up a screen, as you can see, where we can leave a note or a message for any of them. Alicia will tell us a little bit more about how to do that in a minute with our annotate. So once again, thank you so much. And we can spend these last few minutes together. We'll keep this open for however long folks would like to hang out, maybe until 8:20, 8:30. It's your time, and you're welcome to stay and be together. Oh my goodness, I see a huge congrats. So proud of everyone. So Leisha.
Yeah, so if folks don't know how to do the whiteboard, here at the top of your screen, there should be a view screen selection, and then select annotate in the drop-down menu, and you should be able to get a little bar that has text and drawing and stamping. And so you can play with that, write some notes. I did want to mention that please do not forget, huge congratulations again, but we have our silent auction is live until Saturday, November 5th at 4 p.m. And we're going to drop the auction link in the chat box. So go and check the wonderful things there. Thank you to everyone who's procured those items and donated. You know, fundraising like that helps us give scholarships and, you know, keep these activities and conferences going. And so we really appreciate support, whether donating items or purchasing and supporting the organization that way. So that will be in the chat box. I think, Emily, did you just drop that in there? Yes, it is in there now.
Yes,
So you can write a little note, and we really look forward to seeing people in person tomorrow and Saturday. We've got 2 full days of wonderful presentations and workshops at some beautiful, wonderful locations. And so really looking forward to a wonderful weekend of sharing environmental education and supporting one another and meeting new people and seeing old friends and making those great connections that makes this state so wonderful for our environmental education programs.
Absolutely. Thank you, Leisha. So again, we want to congratulate everybody and welcome you to stay on for a little bit longer to visit. We will stay here as long as folks would like to. Thank you again for your time. And oh my goodness, there's so much appreciation and love and support coming through the chat tonight. Thank you, everybody, for your contributions too. It's great to be in community. Alicia, I think we can take a screenshot of this. Did you mention that already? I'm sorry if I missed.
Oh, I did not.
When we're done, we can do that and share that with everybody. We can post that. And
I am going to stop the recording now, just so if that's okay.
Yeah.